Welcome back to FTLG X McThrathon with For the Love of the 90s. We are coming to the end of our Sonic block. Spectral is back, and this time he's got Sonic's Schoolhouse, which I gotta say looks like something out of some sort of horror show, but I'll let them explain it. Go for it.
Alright, hey everyone, I'm here again, Spectral. I was just here in the previous game, and you may have noticed that my video cam is gone because I have my beautiful kindergarten diploma that I got 20 years late thanks to Sonic. So I'm going to be showcasing that proudly here. And again, on the commentary, I have S2 with me if you want to reintroduce yourself here.
Hello, it's S2.
Get ready to watch a demo of my game.
Okay, Sonic, let's not watch a demo of the game.
Key when you want to stop.
Apparently we're watching a demo of the game now. Alright, so this is Sonic's Schoolhouse. We can't have a 90s marathon without an educational game, and that was a part of 90s that we like to forget, but Sonic's Schoolhouse is to remind us otherwise, and also remind us that education and horror can go hand in hand. So this is a licensed game. I think, put emphasis on that, and we are not going to be playing as Sonic. So before we even start this run and go through our kindergarten journey, we have to select our cursed animal character. I have a couple characters here. I have Cream the Rabbit. I think we have Vector. I don't know. We have a pig that can like pop its eyeballs out. So, Nick or S2, if you want to like pick a character here for me, they're all delightful.
I chose the Sega Sonic one. So Nick, do you have a choice here?
I like the look of that hippo.
All right. So we picked the hippo for this run. They're all equally cursed. There is no wrong decision in this game, and we're going to be playing kindergarten difficulty. I'll just double check that that's indeed our difficulty here. All right, I will give a countdown. The run begins when I basically hit this green go button, and the game screams at me for doing so. The run begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so as you can kind of see here, the game is 3D. It uses tank controls, if that's the best way to describe it. They're probably best known for their use in Doom, but what we are seeing Spec do here is there's some questions on each of these whiteboard, or I guess these blackboards that are scattered around this school, I suppose it is, and right now they're just sequences of numbers in order, so like 6, 7, 8, 9 there. The questions are always going to be random, but they're drawn out of a little pool of questions that they could be, but the numbers are always going to be at the same place. So Spec knows kind of where the numbers are. He doesn't know where they go, so that is kind of the name of the game here, is figuring out the question, solving it, bringing the number back. And you might see Sonic there. He just kind of freely roams around.
That was our first skip, so while the fanfare is playing, I can make my animals scream at me, and that will basically overlap the two cutscenes, which will cause it to skip the cutscene, which takes about 5 or 6 seconds.
When Spec said this is a horror game, he was not joking.
Yeah, we haven't seen him yet, but Eggman is in this game, and I think we're gonna see him in a second. Also, Sonic will basically has a really big collision box, so he can be a little problematic. Eggman likes to hang out in the back there and likes to basically eat your letters if he catches up to you.
But these problems are basically the same, just letters instead of numbers this time. So same deal. It's gonna be sequence of letters. Spec needs to find the missing one.
Eggman can be genuinely very scary. He will just pop up out of nowhere.
I find Sonic tends to be a little bit of a jump scare too, as he just kind of runs around at his own.
Sonic is just out to kill runs. Like, he can completely block you. If you corner him, he can crash the game. He is really a dreadful addition to the game all around.
You're smart.
There's also quite the interesting posters all hung up around here. We've got a little art piece of, or perhaps a photograph of Tails.
To make sound effects happen. I'll just do that.
Got the Sonic Spinball box art too.
Alright, now it is green math door, which is the same math as before, but numbers are in reverse sequence, so not a big challenge, but you know, spices things up a little bit.
Correct. Good job.
I certainly think
Smart answer.
How would you describe this game if you had to describe it to someone in like one word?
that's very hard.
0.
I use the term nauseating for the most part because this game runs at 15 frames per second and goes really fast for some reason.
Yeah, that definitely could be a way to describe this game.
Answer.
I gotta say though, I'm in love with the border, the little maybe crayon color splashes there. Those are nice touches.
7.
But Spec, I'm dying to know which of the numbers is your favorite.
Let me think. 0 is a favorite because it doesn't pop up much because I honestly don't remember where it is.
Smart
I see.
Answer. 1.
Always a good one.
You're smart.
Sometimes the game will freeze when I have MIDI like sounds running, like when Sonic is calling me really intelligent, the game tends to freeze up a little bit. I think I'm not gonna skip the cutscene for the last one just so you can see what it looks like. Some of you might have played this game back in the day and your brain might have like kind of suppressed the memory, so you may have just unlocked the core memory by watching this run.
Bird.
That tends to happen.
So these questions are going to have a word, and these balloons have pictures of said word on it. So
I really don't want to run into Eggman in this level because if he takes my answer, I do not know where the answer will respawn the second time around. So that can be a little scary. So I basically did this room first so I can get Dog in this room and use it for the other answer. So basically the core of this game is very RNG heavy, and you can either get really good luck or really bad luck. But if you have good luck, it kind of comes down to you making use of that luck by, you know, taking the optimal paths, and that's pretty much decided on the fly whether or not, you know, you take one path or another. So the run aspect of this game can be surprisingly challenging for a you know, children's educational / horror game, I guess.
And what year did this game come out?
1990. I want to say 6, but I might be wrong on that one.
So this is one of the earlier instances of Sonic being
This is the first voice acted, I think, 3D Sonic game, if you can call it 3D or voice acted.
I mean, we've got Mega Sonic.
That is true. Maybe, well, I guess this is also an exclusive America-only game.
Yes, that is true. This might be Sonic's first video game voice acting, though.
Great job.
So that awful cutscene with Sonic's horribly warped wrist is the fanfare, which we usually skip. Now we are gonna play Sonic Adventure. If you don't remember Sonic Adventure, if you remember escaping from a city, that's not true. This is what it looks like.
Grab all the rings you need.
That's just nostalgia.
Robotnik and his friends. That was fun.
This was my favorite part of Sonic
Adventure.
Get ready to match the statue.
And this is the final minigame. Time will come up on the results screen when we match these shapes. Okay, let's see what we... Okay, we got the bad Sonic pattern. There's only 4 patterns to this minigame, and they're pretty much always the same. So I can look at the first character to be able to tell what the pattern is, and it's time. Or not. The game just...
That's pretty clever.
Time. The game just decided not to bring up the results screen. So that was Sonic Schoolhouse. I'm so glad everyone could tag along with in that journey with me.
You can't come in here unless you find a bus pass and
I feel much smarter now.
I want to visit the school bus, but okay. Guess that's not happening. So I hope you all enjoyed that game. Well, if we can call it a game, I hope you enjoyed that. This is one of the most educational games of all time, I would say. It goes up to grade 4 if you want to, you know, go up to grade school. So that's Sonic Schoolhouse.
Hi there. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
Did you want to add anything else, S2?
I don't think there's much more I can say about this game, honestly.
I agree with that one. So, well, I hope everyone enjoyed that run.
That was something. I'm gonna go with something. Big thank you to both of you. That was a couple of really awesome runs. Some, really delving into the weird depths that Sonic got into in the 90s in his heyday. So thank you both very, very much. Guys, please stick around. We've still got 2 more runs to go. Coming up next, we've got Final Fantasy Legend 2, and then we finish off the stream with Mario Kart 64. But that is now going to be the end of my hosting stint for this event. Thank you all very much for being here. You can check me out at twitch.tv/NickRPGreen if you like the sound of my voice. And see you soon at another FTLG event. Stick around. Enjoy the intermission, and enjoy the rest of the games. Bye!